So it turns out that I possess both the properties of Chad and Weeb, which is a rare combination. So I figured, why not share my Chad knowledge with my fellow Weebs? This video is most likely going to be titled, How to Get Huge Arms Like an Anime Character. Obviously when working arms, you're most likely focusing on your biceps, your shoulders, maybe your triceps, and maybe your forearms. I'm most likely going to make this into like a 3-part series, so today let's start off with biceps. Which is why I brought my brother with me today. As you can see, he is a little bit biased. Honestly, when you're hitting such a small muscle group that's biceps, you're not going to just focus on biceps and probably pair it with something. I usually pair it with back. I'm assuming you guys aren't bodybuilders and you're not hitting the gym 7 times a week and have the time to focus each day on a specific muscle group or even hit the gym multiple times a day. I almost always pair biceps with back, so I figured why not share my bis and back day with you guys. What is this, a Super Saiyan bargain sale? Mike, what are these called?
These are called lawnmowers. So this works your back and your bis. Very dynamic movement. Perfect for being a Super Saiyan.
Wow. Alright, this is my first time doing this workout. So Mike, I'm just grabbing it and just kind of keeping them close to my body.
Close to your body, pull up straight. Yeah,
That's
it's
it?
exactly like the rowing motion we did before, but you're basically doing an upright position.
Usually I try to aim between 6 to 8 or 9 reps because that's one of the best rep ranges to get bigger. Anything less, you're probably focusing on strength. Anything more, you're most likely focusing on endurance. Let's jump to my brother. Pull downs are a good replacement to pull ups or chin ups because you can add a lot more weight to it. But if you do like doing pull ups and chin ups, I personally prefer pull ups. Although if you're trying to get bigger arms or bigger biceps, chin ups focuses a little bit more on biceps. And what I usually do is after like really working out my back, I'll do chin ups because my back's really tired and I really have to rely on my biceps to pull me up. The difference between a pull up and a chin up, basically pretend this is the bar and I'm pulling up. Pull up, your hands are like this and you're pulling up and over the bar. Chin up, your hands are like this. And basically by putting your hands in this grip, you're forcing yourself to activate your bicep more. In a reverse way, I said that doing pull downs is good because you could add more weight, but also some people can't do pull-ups or need to work towards being able to do pull-ups, and this is a great way. You can start off with doing like 15, 20 pounds and slowly work your way up until you're able to pull up your entire body weight, which would be perfect for someone like Krillin, although I wouldn't doubt if he manages to die while doing them.
He'll get resurrected, so he's fine.
One of my favorite bicep workouts is actually doing curls with a barbell, and the reason I love it so much is you can pack on a lot of weight and really focus on the decline. What I find a lot of times with curling is you're stuck between 20s to 40s pretty much your entire career in like doing curls, right? And if you want to put on size, sometimes you have to increase the weight a little bit. And I find by doing barbell curls, you can increase the weight, and even if you're cheating a little bit to get up, you really slow your way down on the way down and destroy your muscles in a way that you never could with dumbbells. Ready? One thing you should notice is that when you're curling, you don't want to bring your elbows forward because then you're activating your shoulder muscle. You want to keep your elbows in place, shoulders back, and come up and slowly weight your way down. Another thing, there's no reason to stop at the top and do this. Some people they want to get that full range, but at this point, you're activating your shoulder. So really, your sweet spot's between here and here. One of my favorite things to do to fully burn out a muscle is what's called a drop set. What that is you pick a weight, something that'll get you tired relatively quickly. You do as many reps as you can, and then you move on to a lower weight, and then you keep progressively getting lower until you literally can't lift anymore. And me and Mike are gonna do this together. So once he drops the 35s, I'm gonna pick them up. Kings are as plentiful as grains of sand, but there's only one Lord Deep Brigo. Oh my god, this is killing. Oh. Extra drop set. Oh, this feels like 1,000 pounds. Whew.
If someone walks in right now, you look like you're lifting 10s.
10,000. Woo! I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks, Mike, for joining me.
Anytime, man.
We did biceps, so obviously we still have triceps and shoulders, but we also have a couple more videos planned.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z, Gohan's muscles erupt with his newly bridled power.
What is up, Chad lads? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I have a lot of series going on this channel right now, and you will be getting part 2s shortly. That includes the biggest cycles in anime, the best One Piece moments. I think the next one's going to be on Zoro, and of course this workout series. In regards to this workout series, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was fun and I hope you learned something. I know technically the focus was supposed to be more on biceps and you guys got a lot of back workouts as well. I'm just a strong believer in focusing on bigger muscle groups and doing compound movements that also work the smaller muscle groups. And then if you want to give some focus to those smaller muscle groups by isolating at the end of the workout, then I think that's the best way to do it. Honestly, I want to work towards getting bigger arms as well because yes, I do love doing compound movements and that was the main focus of my workouts for a long time. But I've been neglecting doing isolation and I think doing both is super important. So let's all get huge together. But before we end the video, let's answer a couple hashtag Briggs Qs. Remember, you can leave your own hashtag Briggs Q down below using the hashtag Briggs Q. I said hashtag Briggs Q way too many times right now. First question by Denth. This video will do good, I believe. I mean, I think it did okay. Hashtag Briggs Q, what's your max bench? My max, it was like I haven't tested my max bench in like 2 years. It was 205 at one point, although I don't know if I've lost or gained progress since then. I hope that I could do 235 by now, but honestly, I varied my workouts in so many different ways. I don't know if I got stronger on bench, but I would love to test that out, and maybe we'll test that out on the tricep/chest day. Next question, hashtag Briggs Q. So discounting Luffy, which supernova would you like to follow as the MC of One Piece? So I feel like everyone's answer here would be Law, and of course I would have to agree as well. Although we do get a lot of Law in One Piece, I would love to see Kid's perspective. I think he's got a very charismatic and interesting personality, and his relationship with, I believe his name was Killer something, was also very cool, and I would love to see more of that, so I guess Kid would be my answer. If you could only have one of the following in real life, which would you have and why? Hockey swords, Titan powers, chakra feet, the Death Note with Ryuk, Hisoka as POTUS, an adventure/party with the Straw Hats, Animac, and Nux, Sanji and Zoro versus Todoroki, and Endeavor deathmatch, losers erased from history. Oh my god, this question's amazing. Thank you, Sarai Breccia. I can only have one thing in real life. I think an adventure/party with the Straw Hats, Animac, and Nux would be pretty cool. But I also do like the last one where it's like Zoro and Sanji versus Todoroki and Endeavor deathmatch, losers are erased from history. And I do think Sanji and Zoro would prevail here, so it would be pretty great to have Todoroki not even exist. Alright, one more question. Hashtag Briggs Q by YoXD, related to today's Rank FA, which was a couple Rank FAs ago, I believe. I wanted to ask you if you finally managed to think of a way to kill Ryuk. By the way, I entirely agree with your take on the ending of the one-shot, spoiler at the end, and I thought of my own way to kill Ryuk written below. Please answer before reading mine so you don't get your own ideas polluted. So I was thinking about it. I had like two things. So I know you're supposed to write someone's name in the Death Note, but what if you like created a stamp? Like a nice stamp saying like kill Ryuk, like Ryuk, and then his cause of death and whatever. And like have his cause of death related to his like arms being chopped off. If a Shinigami can even have his arms chopped off. Although he'd probably write with his feet. But also, as a precaution, what I was thinking is, say I kill someone, but I use Ryuk in the description of the other person's death, as it was a similar scene happened in the original Death Note. And let's say, like, I have it where this guy dies, and Ryuk appears and is basically distracted in that moment because he is part of the death. Whether he's scaring him, using his hands to do something, I could write in that Ryuk drops his death note down a well or something like that within the description of someone else's death. So I think that would be an interesting way to do it. But anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed. I want to give a huge, gigantic thank you to all my patrons. I want to start using that Patreon money. Obviously, that's going towards me becoming a full-time YouTuber. But I want to start using that money to hire editors so I could upload more frequently. Editing my own videos, I spent obviously this video is a much smaller project, but videos like the One Piece one or the biggest Psycho one take me over 10 hours to make. So it's really hard to upload multiple times a week, and I need to upload multiple times a week. So I feel like if I hired one editor a week and edited one myself a week, I could get 2, maybe 3 uploads out. I think that's the way I want to try doing it going forward. So I appreciate everyone's support on Patreon. I want to give a huge thank you to my $1 tier. Thank you, The Anime Dude, Beck, Elf Queen Mab, Naze Mazer, Sebastian, I Cry During Sex, RTL Faith, Igloo 4, Todoroki is a better character than Nijima. Shut the fuck up. I love how I check every single time. And again, thank you to Brandon W, to Spooky, and a thank you to my $2 tier, Siren, Raphael, and a thank you to my $5 tier, Mick Manga, Nothing But a Fan, King Osloff, Maggie, Joel Gondanez, Michelle Moria, and a thank you to my $10 tier, and at this point you have to join me at least once per month, Party Games Live on Twitch. Thank you to Chuya Nakahara, John Bruno, Cricket XP, Alpha Dio, Jay Kasumi, Shelly, Kalista, Kaiser Runar, Terra Shift, Gamer, your boy Shinji, and Ginkgo Taku. Just to be more specific, I basically send you guys the code and you're able to play with me. And finally, a big thank you to my $25 tier. You guys are absolute mad lads. Thank you to Steelers, Rusty Lee, Tyson Quirino, The Fifth Yonko, and some guy 9393. Thank you, everybody, and just like that, I'll see you guys all next time, dudes. Shinpaku.